the notion was that the site would emerge from the ground, or the building would emerge from the ground of the mall, literally taking the sort of democratic surface of the mall and the surface of protest with it. And we, so here it is. And so essentially the mall surface would be transformed into a glass skin that would go and actually exchange, oops, oh, there's my phone, and exchange itself for stone at that moment where the upper portion, the floating portion of the building, turns in, and it becomes a glass skin, and a double cable, tension cable system, and it makes the ground almost entirely open to the public and almost entirely transparent. We work with Walter Hood, a landscape architect here, right?
Yeah.
And Walter, are you here? Oh,
He said he was good.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at this now. Anyway, he was wonderful to work with, and I'm not just saying that today, but this is one of the sketches, as you know, if you have worked with him. He's a fantastic artist, and really made the mall gesture pass through the building, and sort of convinced us that the whole thing should be, the mall sort of should be stretched in. And so this is sort of what it's like, and my model was there just to, provoke a thought about turning this glass surface in on itself to provide an entryway to the building. The organization of the building is, it's a little related to the Atlanta project in that there are sort of interactive program pieces of history, but there are also a lot of galleries that are dedicated to sort of culture and life of African Americans. And so we chose to pull them apart a little bit and then to embed the culture core, we call it, in the middle of the building and surround it by a history sequence, which is a ramp. It goes from the time of slavery all the way up to Obama's inauguration, and would probably continue to be filled with new material. And so that's the general organization. The lobby isn't just off of the green line there down the ramp. So here's this sort of sequence of the way it works. There's the glass, that's the kind of double curvature glass, stone shell. The history sequence is a ramp which goes around twice. The culture shell is made of rich material, probably wood, and it's got its own internal circulation system. And then there's a single moment called vortex in the middle, with more detail. This is a plan showing Walter's landscape and the ground floor. That big thing there on the right is a slave ship. It's quite large. It doesn't actually exist. They're going to make the artifact. They did drawings of the slave ship. And this is a very washed out view of the it's very metallic, floating away. And we didn't really show the structure very well. Anyway, this is the tube entry tube, sort of the climb wall moment, where you peel off to the left, and that takes you down around to the lobby.